boys, they're not like how we used to be. I know they big, and we used to go up and talk to women and introduce them to us. These younger guys, they're afraid of rejection. They're afraid to talk to women, and most of their interactions on social media, the phones. So I mean, that's also where there's a cheap OnlyFans because this new generation of young men, they don't really have the charisma. How was it?
I think it's a step beyond that, right? So in my market research, the cool men that I've surveyed, they said, it's a step above a Pornhub or an X videos, if you will. You have the opportunity for a small fee, small $5 to $20 monthly fee to receive specialized or customized content. With the woman doing what you've requested her to do, whether it is smushing something with her feet or saying your name as she's doing other activities. And it feels more so personalized. It's a very, personalized experience. So, old men, young men, men between, they're purchasing.
Black men, black women,
Yes.
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 I mean, I'm trying to figure out why you think black men don't like women.
I already saw that.
As much as y'all be in here talking about Pinky and Mrs. Noir would go, y'all daddy didn't pay for porn. Y'all think the magazines granddaddy was using was free or something? All the VHS tapes was free. Niggas always pay for porn. They still do now.
The man at the corporate office paid for it. The black man that has a janitorial job that he can't have a woman glance his way, he's paying for it. The man who's stressed out and has a wife and children and does not want to go home, and when he goes home, he goes straight to his room. He's paying for it.
Well, let me ask you this, okay? This is what just help me with this, my ignorance of the situation. What's the benefit of a woman saying your name and sending you a video masturbating if you're not hitting?
Everybody stand down. Stand down. If it don't benefit you, it don't benefit you. Exactly. Men have been paying for the fantasy for a long time. It's not. Then strip clubs wouldn't exist. Y'all not hitting all of them strippers. Y'all are paying to watch them dance, but y'all not necessarily getting no pussy. So what are you talking about?
I'm not the one in the strip club. What are you talking about?
The strip clubs are bad.
The thing about you that niggas that
I don't think most people are going to pay for a
I told him that 5 minutes ago, stop it. Just y'all like muzzle him.
I'm not going to say that else. I'm going to go in for it.
Y'all, man, can I get in? So sorry. Here's the thing, you're confusing most of the users, right? So there's two things. Most men is different than most of the people who supported our men. Those aren't the same thing, right? So you're doing a thing that I actually think is part of where the confusion is. Nobody's making claims about most men. They're making a claim about the men who use the platforms, right? Who engage in it. And most of those are men. And I think that's where you're kind of having a struggle that, this large number of men. And men do go to the strip club. Men buy pussy. This ain't new. Just because you ain't participate don't mean it's a new thing. You don't participate. I don't know why he be on here playing like he don't be doing regular nigga shit. You ain't super Negro.
I'm not super Negro. I probably have participated. I've been to a strip club. I don't go on a regular basis. It's not my thing. But I've never paid for no OnlyFans for no woman. I promise you God, I ain't never done that.
In this seat. I thought you said you was going on here. What's going on? You can't act like, so we all know niggas. Think about the niggas on this app. They would not get within 5 foot of a pussy in their life, probably. Listen to the niggas talk on here. I'm talking about.
Funny enough, but that
911.
So now we see why women get taxed 50%, right?
No, we don't understand that, Meech. That makes absolutely no sense.
Free lunch on Clubhouse just for talking. Yeah, get the government contract.
Why? What's wrong with you? Why?
Look, I'm not trolling. I do understand that there are men tricking. I'm sorry, First Lady. Look, I do understand. I understand that there are men tricking. Never mind. Thank you.
Hey, Brian.
They killing me, First Lady.
I'm trying to save you, babe. I'm trying. But they not.
I'll start handing the code.
Oh, Lord. Meech, what's going on? You know, I knew, listen, I remember you, so it's kind of faint, but then it's kind of vivid. Are you the gentleman that teaches, like, tech windows and stuff like that? Like, you went out your business and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, all right, cool. So we're gonna take 50% of your business. He said, because I was on the phone. He said he understands again.
Yeah, I said shut up.
Now you see why the women should be paying 50%. So you should be paying 50% of your business, correct?
Listen.
What you mean?
It's sweat.
That's how it's slow. That shit. That's sweat.
If y'all come back,
Sir, so because your labor is different than someone else's labor, that gives you the right to put a tax on it, is what you're saying.
I was just saying, I understand one piece. That's all I was saying. I understand.
Did you change it? Did you used to be somebody else? Did you used to sell houses?
Nah. But yeah, it's just sad, man. It's a lot of things.
I'm not bringing you back on stage when I see you hand raising it. I just feel like the men be hating. Y'all just some hating. Y'all is a breed of hating ass motherfuckers. Oh, wait a minute. Brooklyn, women be in their money. What? Brooklyn, you here? I'm right here. You can't hear me? Yeah, well, that's what band does. Brooklyn, you here? It's like, nigga, I was just talking. What you said? I just want to read this off to you because I know that you're about. Somebody says in the chat, I charge for this dick extra large. Hey, you remember? I treat this shit like an ATM card. Hello? What's going on? Follow-up question. So are we gonna take 50% from him? He definitely need to be charged 50%. I think 60. Yeah. I wanna know what this rate is. Please put in a rate in the chat. Thank you. Whoever that was, do he need a manager? Because I was being.
No, I was coming off to say the same thing. I can offer some marketing services. For a calm 20%.
A nice 20, right?
See, y'all anti, like government taking 50%, but y'all ready to take. Y'all see the hypocrisy here?
No, they didn't say take. They were willing to work for it. What's going on? Only they're trying to promote you. Only they're charged 10%, 20%. So why the fuck tell we? That's the question.
So how can we get further concrete off with this building conversation? Look at where we're at now.
I know y'all wasn't in here listening. They were talking about building codes and fucking.
We were.
Screaming and shit.
We were.
It wasn't all screaming. Here's the thing. It wasn't all screaming. There was a portion that was about like actual policy because it was the Detroit mayor making policy to improve the city of Detroit and do it quickly. That's kind of where it started off. But y'all can't let him. This is the thing. Y'all can't let him do that because concrete like to talk about everything, right? Now, that nigga, the only expertise he has is in building buildings, so y'all can't let him get excited. Y'all gotta over-talk him when it comes to his expertise. How he be doing y'all thing, y'all. Let that
Here's the problem, though. Like, I don't have the expertise he has in building. Now,
No, but he don't have the expertise that none of us have in anything else, and he gonna overtalk us with all that shit. That's what I'm saying.
But here's the weird thing though, Doc, what he's saying did not align with what I experienced, right? I'm not saying that my experience it's obviously anecdotal, it's my experience, but it was nothing like that. 30 fucking days, are you fucking kidding me? It took me longer than that. 3 times that shit.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
But another point is that regulations are different in different states. So while it may work a particular way in this state, in Michigan, it's actually broken up by jurisdiction. So some cities handle their particular trades, and then some cities actually go to the state. So you might be able to get the permit for the building, but when you need to have rough mechanical, rough plumbing, rough electrical, you have to wait for a state inspector. So that would not necessarily fit into those timelines because you have one particular person covering the geography within their particular district. So it was messy.
And that's why I clarify we're anecdotal and I'm not a professional, I'm not pretending to be one. It just went against everything I experienced. But you in Cali, like Cali, New York, sometimes y'all understand, like y'all space is totally different. That's it.
And again, all I asked was about the difference between the regular concrete and the bioconcrete, which adds bacteria to the bioconcrete so it can self-heal. And then this is what happened.
And Dr. Langer, where did Dr. Langer go? His claim was that you can build a home within 30 days. That was the claim.
Right, it wasn't around. Here's the thing, he was removing inspectors from that claim. He was literally just talking about the ability to construct in said time, right? That you could go from, start to finish in that amount of time. I didn't think it was around what the permitting was. It was about the physical ability to make a thing happen. That's why he started going through, you can do this in one day, this in one day, this takes 2, this takes 3. Like he went through those things. They found foundations.
But Ms. Cleo, I gave him the benefit of the doubt and said, okay, maybe it can be done, but that's not the norm, and I wouldn't recommend it. And then he's like, no, why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? That's not true. And it's like, come on, brother. That's not I don't think that's the
It's not.
I think the part that was actually pushing back on
Yeah.
it wasn't about the average. It was not recommending, because there's an implication of the quality or the stability of it. That's the part I think. Right, and I do think that there's something to be said if you know that, like, hey, you can do it in a quality manner in that time. To say you don't recommend it is different than just saying, hey, people don't really do that, and it's probably not realistic in most people's situation. I actually think he might have agreed with that. I think it was a not recommending, it was pushing.
Ms. Cleo, if you take the inspections out, you gotta have your crews. I mean, like, people are doing, like I said, different states, different cities, different regulations. And if you got a tight crew, you can get it done. I got a homie I grew up with, he's doing it now. He left from Atlanta, went to a smaller town in Georgia, killing the people, government buildings and everything, right? So it can be done. I can tell you in California, you're looking between 6 to 12 months.
That was pretty young to begin.
Hold on. If I'm talking about fast track, state approved, not custom shit, right? And I'm telling you, like, when you talk about the foundation, the framing, the roofing, the plumbing, the electrical installation, the drywall, then you gotta go through your finishes. Like, you gotta wait for your materials to come, you gotta get your subcontractor scheduled, you gotta go through curing times. Like, you can't just lay it and start going. Like, after you lay your foundation, there's a curing time where you have to fucking wait. This shit is not no 30-day thing. Like, the more he talks, I don't know the business, but I feel like he don't either. And I'm not even trying to be funny.
It's a possibility, maybe not in California, because I'm sorry.
Now, let me take up for concrete. Concrete, the things that he was actually saying he does know about, I think the timeline is what the issue was for me.
That's it.
Because, like, sometimes it's just the timeline. But as far as all the things that he was talking about, they go in line and they go in order. So typically you will start off with framing, then you will move to the trusses, and like in order to build a roof, you need a truss package. So like those are not necessarily things that people who don't like work within the industry would necessarily know about. But like when you have, so you have to go from a framing inspection, but then when you have blown-in insulation, you can't do the blown-in insulation in the attic until you actually have drywall up, but you have to go in order.
Talk concrete, but Beyonce's name like Candyman.
I saw that.
I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah, nah, after he went ham on me, no. What? No.
Bro, the first thing I seen was, it took a day for the concrete to cure.
I'm telling you, I don't watch fucking concrete goddamn cure in a day.
You watched a show where they edited that
They
thing
just
down.
talking about next door. Like, they build houses in Atlanta every fucking single day. Houses, buildings go up around this motherfucker like, I don't know what to compare it to, but it goes up a lot. So I've seen it happen. I'm telling you, you really can build a house in 30 days, minus the fucking permit. Like, and then you're comparing you're comparing everything. 100 days, maybe. You could build a house in 30 days with the right fucking crew. Outside the permit. The permit part.
Wait, so I got shot, I got yelled at, and y'all still talking about this? Wow, that's amazing.
Actually, can y'all hear me? I think
This is crazy. This is insane, bro. What mic on this clear? Great, that's why you stay in the movie. No.
Concrete, pull it up arms, just so you know. So, why don't we do what concrete was trying to do with numbers you all believe and see what we get to? So start with go in the order that you say it needs to go in. I think he was very specific. I think he said 2,000 square feet homes. He didn't scale it because you said 4,000. I thought he had said 2,000. Let's do what he did and see if we could get to it in 30 days. Actually paying people to work in, I don't know, like, let's assume you can work later hours and things like that. Let's see if you could get it done in 30 days. Because I'm telling you, I've seen it happen in the Middle East. Like, with my own eyes. Like, shit was not there.
Wow.
Jesus. I do not disagree with that. I think it can be done. I've said that. I'm not saying that it isn't. But
And somebody else.
But I think he's more so saying like on a constant basis is the idea, because in his mind, he's like, man, like, this will take, X amount of time because he's gone through the process. I'm saying that I believe it can be done. Like I said, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. I think concrete should not concrete the person. But allow the concrete to settle, like, you know what I mean? And maybe that's just me because I'm 87 years old. And I remember how we used to do things back in the day, So, y'all want to go ahead and continue with this new modern technology and, using all this stuff, and then your house, things happen to it, bro.
Let me try to help you to conceptualize this. If you think about a 200-unit subdivision, and it's a reputable national, local, regional builder, and they have their processes down pat, they have their subs down pat, everybody's like locked in with like 5 to 6 different models. Ask them, just query them if you think it's like normal, and then think about how they are not, under no circumstances, taking 6 to 8 months to build a house. They would shoot somebody in the face if that were to happen, right? Why? Because that's insane. So again, I qualify the statement, good management,
Okay.
which is, I can't go. I got kicked out, I got shot down, I got
about this.
Go ahead.
You want to challenge people.
I was just having a conversation. What do you feel challenged for? Why do you feel challenged?
You're yelling at
That's not me. You're feeling challenged is not me. That's you.
Calm down.
Calm the fuck down, okay?
That's what I'm talking about. And it's not just me alone. It's majority of the people. I'm not saying it's honest.
Are you making your
Guess what? And you know what? Hold on. You asked the question, I'm answering the question. And you're absolutely right. It is my problem. And that's why we place you in a group. Because of the fact we love you, but we want to love you from a distance. That's why.
Where was that?
Stop that.
So,
Where the I got shot to the group because Miss Cleo didn't want me like, oh, you. Who's weird? Y'all weird. Y'all have like your insecurities, your feelings shouldn't be my problem.
They're not mine. And then you say stupid stuff like that. No, don't bring him back up. Just
we wasn't talking about construction. Nobody brought up construction. We were talking about OnlyFans. I don't even know how we got back to construction. So,
that boy Beach. I told him that's why I wasn't gonna bring him back up no more. Beach did that.
About taxes here.
About the community tonight and First Lady.
Yes, I think they need to.
what about the
Let me
community?
ask a question. Is it?
Ron, that's what you about to say, man. What about the community?
Yes, I am about to say something very powerful. Very powerful. I got two questions. I got two questions. So if they do try to make this tax thing, is the tax charge processed through OnlyFans, or do they have to file it with the
It's a
state?
state tax. It's a state tax. It's a state tax.
So it is a state tax, but like I'm trying to figure out like they just have to. So they get all their money from OnlyFans, right? Minus whatever fees for using the actual platform, and then once they get the money, then they have to file that through the state. Now, is this only through residents or like? Because I'm trying to figure out if this opens up to like the global market. Like, let's say somebody in like Mexico
It's
or
only
Brazil,
in Florida.
are they still? So only Florida residents would be the ones that would be taxed. So why would we just go to like?
On OnlyFans.
So why don't they just go to the Bahamas and just live there and then just go off? Anyways, the other thing too is, yeah, Puerto Rico. So the global market will probably fare better at that. And plus with that, and this is where it gets a little funny. I don't think we are capable of competing with the global market. Did you know? Like I'm from San Diego, so this way. There are ping pong popping pussies out in Thailand. I don't think we can compete with that.
What? Ping pong competition.
In their area too. They give it a target. Yes.
What's a ping
Exactly.
pong popping pussy?
Ping pong popping pussies. You heard about that? Down here, and they do tricks. And they aim at things and they shoot it out. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We can't. All kind of crazy shit. I'm sorry. Are you the global market? I'm sorry. Are you? No. I am not. I'm just. No. That was funny. No. I'm just saying, as the American population cannot compete in the global market because we've got places like Thailand that ping pong popping pussies out there. I mean,
You just wanted to say that again. What you say?
yeah, I did want to say that. I did. I thought that was brilliant myself. It was an alliteration. Ping pong popping pussies.
What did Neo say? Neo, what did you say?
The voice of
He said we can compete with them. I'm just interested if he was in the competition.
And that's exactly why we have traded Negro spiritual for concrete right there.
Can you come back up? I'm about to phone. Can you come back up?
Sure, you let Alonzo come the other day. So yeah, go ahead.
Concrete. Let me just speak to him on concrete.
You got it.
Yeah, I'm saying. Concrete. Brother Divine, please come up. Don't take over. Don't let people talk. All right? I'm
then I'll turn to you.
No, this is like generational. This is generational. This has been happening since when that
I said I've done my market research.
You know what?
Right, did you have like a PowerPoint? Do you have like a PowerPoint that showed you all the different features? Let me know.
I've heard from sailors, okay, that they can pick up things and relocate things. And
Why is a sailor telling you? So is that what men do? Like y'all just get in a conversation and y'all just talk about other women's vaginas?
One thing I do know.
I just want to know.
Hey, I got you. This was divine. Chill out. Look, women talk far more graphically, sexually amongst themselves than guys do, and that's a fact.
Well, wait a minute, sir. Let's not run away from the claim. The claim is simple. The claim, no, you're not pointing out any facts. We're dealing with the claims and what we have here as evidence today. You all said that how you know about this is through conversation. So I'm asking, and I'm going deeper into the understanding of the conversation that you have amongst each other. He said a sailor. I didn't say this. Now you want to try to flip it and make it seem like it's the woman's fault and saying they're more graphic and all this.
They are.
No, that's not an argument. That's not an argument. Okay, we can agree with that. But the claim here today is simply, tell us more about the conversation that you have amongst men. Tell us more about the vagina popping.
Okay, I don't think that would be beneficial to the netto population of this room.
Why?
If we were to do a deep
You
dive.
just did it. You just did it. So either you're participating and you're actually watching ping pong pussy, or you're actually having conversations about it. Which one is it? A or B?
I made the statement. Let me explain. Okay? Yeah. So let me tell you about the sailors, right? So I'm from San Diego, and as you know, it is a military naval town. It's a city. It's a naval city. So growing up, you know people and their parents, especially the parents, they go on these tours around the Pacific, right? And they tell you specifically when you're in conversation, joking around, whatever, there are certain ports that have certain activities and features that they really look forward to. They look forward to Thailand and Australia, right? Specifically, Thailand is because you got the ping pong popping pussies, right? Tricks and shit. And then in Australia, they literally, as soon as you walk off on the port, there is a woman waiting for you, ready to take you home and serve you up, give you a happy ending. Literally. This is not one person telling me this. This is not two persons telling me this. This isn't 10 people telling me this. This is like every sailor I spoke to that have made that tour, old cats too, especially old cats, the ones that are about to retire, and then the new cats. They're all saying the same thing.
I'll contribute to Brother Divine this much. I've experienced Australia personally. I've been to Sydney multiple times. And what he's saying is very true. But outside of that, like there is a higher.
That wasn't me. That was Rhombus.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's your trouble with the white people. I'm just saying what he's saying. I don't know about the paying aspect of it, but as far as the way the women are out there, that's very, very accurate. Very accurate.
Yeah, and I was asking Rhombus, but to help out First Lady, how did this conversation come about? Because no, this is not something that we do. We don't just start talking about, hey man, you ever been to Thailand? Like that's not how it goes. Maybe he ran into it. So how did the conversation go, Rhombus? Where you about the information?
Wait a minute. No, because I'm going to bring up my point first before we go with yours. Mr. Roberts, the evidence, I got it. I want to expound on my thought, if I may. Mr. Roberts.
Yes.
You stated that you've had several conversations with other men in regards to ping pong vagina. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Performance, yes, performance. So, in that way, are you saying that you go around and purposely ask these questions? Or you just happen to find men who want to come and tell you about ping pong pussy?
Okay, first, when I didn't know about it, the conversation just like came
up, right? Because when we have sailors talking, they're going to talk to you about tours, they're going to talk to you about wars, they're going not really you specifically. If you are like at a barbecue, right, and they're playing dominoes or they're playing games and stuff, they're going to be talking to each other. They're going to be like, oh yeah, remember that time when, oh yeah, did you know the time that, right? Did you check out that one? They're like, oh yeah, and you listen to this shit. As a kid, you're like, what the fuck is going on, right? And then like, year after year, all those niggas are saying the same shit. They're all saying the same shit. Y'all, I don't know if it's or not, right? But they're all talking, and then I started asking, like, hey, and then maybe like, you know, what's going on? They're like, yeah, man, it's hard work, this and that, but when we go to those ports, man, especially here and there, this is where what they tell you is true. They'll tell you it, right? It's a part of it. It's like low-key recruiting. Straight up, low-key recruiting. So, you know, I'm just saying, that's just what it's about. It's
Okay, so it's like a form of recruiting. Like, hey, let me tell you about this, and like you can come in and experience this kind of thing.
Nah, I saw this man, like, not still, but my homie, he was in the military, contract, and he had better glasses on, so he was showing me, you know what I'm saying, they got like streets down there, and like he walking down this little street, and it's like, man, for women out there, I said, like, there's hundreds of women out there, they barely dressed, grabbing on him, and he walking down the street, it was crazy over there. And I saw it with better glasses, yeah, I'm like, I was seeing first-person vision, like it's real crazy. Like it's like, yeah, I was thinking on steroids and shit.
So can I take a second to interrupt the ping pong popping pussy conversation to remind you ladies, at this time take a few minutes to do your exercises. Thanks, I'll go mute.
Eagles mandatory, that's true, that's true. Eagles matter. Eagles matter.
Thank you for that wonderful PSA. I was like, yeah, I gotta do some crunches. And then he's like, here you go with your kegels. I was like, oh yeah, that was the conversation. Got it. Anyway, all right. What's going on in the real world? What's happening in the news?
We covered the news thoroughly. I played about 4 or 5 fights and we went over. I'm still looking for breaking news. I haven't seen anything that we haven't covered as of yet, but I'll look again.
Devon, you got any of your wonderful?
I'm transitioning from one place to another. I got
Okay, take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah, I'll take a quick look and see if there's anything fresh off the press. I'm not
Yeah,
keen
but you know,
in.
some people go in and out and so.
Are you saying that my mind is in the wrong place right now, so it's not?
I mean, if you want to stay with the ping pong.
No, it's just, I need to transition. I need to transition.
You want the PPP loan, then go ahead.
I'm
Stay with it.
I'm working on it.
You working in
They doing PPPs again?
that's the ping pong.
Man, they still prosecuting people from the first PPPs. You might not have missed out.
Well, so you saying basically that good 40 years when it comes to
Basically, there's people getting 2 or 3 letter checks at the same time. How you getting EBT and PPP? Like, what's going on?
Well, on another note, I did do an AI search. I put in historical references of brothels and sex workers paying for school districts, and it came up with a long history of, you know, taxes, sex board contributing to society in a positive way, like creating school districts. Madame Lou Graham, one of the wealthiest women in the late 19th century, donated more money to public schools than any other person.
What
And
we always gotta do,
again,
always gotta do it, we have to do it.
Like there is some positive that can come from it, but the thing that I'm also concerned about is the potential increase in sex trafficking that it will inspire as well. So how do we make sure if that does happen, you know, we can make it reasonable and it continues to produce positive results, opposed to, you know, supporting a sex working kind of slave trade thing that's just unacceptable. I'm just
Support the single mothers in your city.
That's what you do with the
That was nasty work. Why are y'all trying to say the same
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, so y'all saying they're not gonna take it for the sake of mother's home?
See, I told y'all, I'm not bringing him up no more. It's the last day.
That was a reasonable analysis. I don't know.
That's why it's the last day.
First lady, that's what they say when they go to the strip.
Hey, April.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, what are you doing?
Say,
Go
I
ahead
support
and
it.
mute. Go ahead and mute up, April. Go ahead and mute up. Mute
You know,
up.
I also heard about Thailand tonight.
I heard bad things about Thailand. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I heard about pedos in Thailand. I heard they have young, like, they have clubs where just young, and a lot of pedos know that they can go here and have access to youth. And I think that's fucked up. I've heard that about Thailand.
It's horrible. I watched a movie. I think somebody on it. Well, I don't think I know somebody on this app had mentioned it, and I watched it, and that was the most horrible movie I have ever seen. It was based on a true story. I think one of the kids from America or somewhere got transported over to Thailand, and it was horrible. It was horrible. Horrible. I wouldn't suggest anybody watch that movie. I like to hear talk about stuff like that.
No, that's not good.
Alright, so no more talking.
Yeah, that kills the whole vibe.
Just don't take your
We
young
don't
people
find
over there.
conversation, don't we talk about that kills the whole
I'm
vibe.
sorry, that's what I knew about Thailand. Sorry.
Nah, I'm not blaming you, I'm just saying, like, yeah, that aspect is horrible.
Y'all, it was so funny. I just went to a gas station Exxon and went inside because all the bags was on the pumps or whatever. But I had to use the bathroom, so I went inside anyway. So I use the bathroom, I come out and I say, "Ain't no gas out there?" And this the most redneckish man who was up in there. He was like, "That goddamn truck."
That's what I'm talking about.
That shit was so funny. I was laughing.
I've been seeing videos of them ripping off stickers from their trucks and shit like that, where they're like, damn, he's not who we thought he was, and they just rip it on off like they want to document their.
I love it. Send me some videos of that shit. I want to see them.
I got you.
It's all with no gas though, y'all. I was like, what the fuck going on?
Wait, are you scared you run and we not find a gas station? You be able to find a gas station?
Well, yeah, they had some at the Circle K down the street, but it was just, it was just Exxon always got gas, because that's the one I use, and I can get my points from there.
Gotcha.
They was complete out.
Get you a 30-gallon reservoir at your house and go ahead and fill it up.
So I will send you my cash app so you can send me the money for it.
How long do you think it's going to take before we get to the high prices of the Iranian crisis that we experienced in the 70s? I mean, are we looking at 2 weeks, 1 week? Because if I feel as though it's coming and it's right around the corner, we're going to have another shortage. Not just pricing, but a shortage. And that's what it's
Damn, I mean, Rhombus, did you ever have to sit in line with your parents and wait for gas in the 70s?
I did not, but I heard stories.
You fix it?
I heard stories. No, yeah, like I've heard stories. There's this one old guy. His name was Russ, right? So this is.
You always get a story from people. Go ahead.
Because I listen to people. I listen, So I think old people have some wisdom to teach it and impart on us. So anyways, and I read. But anyways, this quiet man, old bearded dude, wrinkly as fuck, right? And drives an old, broke down blue, sky blue Ford truck. And he was like, this guy stood up and a quiet man who just rocks in the chair stood up. Like, I hope this shit doesn't happen again. I had carried this, that, and 4 hours. I was like, I've never seen this man even speak above a whisper. And now he's livid. So to get him riled up, I can only imagine the stress and the strain strain that it caused him and it caused everybody else. And we're headed right down that path. And where are we going to be? Who are we going to be? Because we may not be the civil people that
Oh,
we
yeah,
claim to be.
it's not gonna be, listen, if we did it in the 70s, I sat there on the top of my dad's El Camino, trying to get my legs tan, waiting for the gas, okay, waiting for the gas can.
Did you not see people frustrated and fight?
No,
People weren't fighting
I was maybe 10 or 12, I don't remember people fighting. We were just sitting in a line waiting on getting gas, that's it.
Okay, all right, well, I've heard.
But nowadays, people might, I don't know, people might just have issues.
Oh,
They won't fight the first couple of days because we had to do it after Hurricane Sandy. But you know, give it a week when most of the stuff, the supply starts to dry up, then they'll get to fight.
Real quick, my father went from, he had a big old Oldsmobile, he got rid of that shit, and he bought a Volkswagen, a punch buggy. We was bugging, like, you got rid of the Olds? He's like, yeah, this is ridiculous. And so he, like I said, he got that punch buggy, that shit sipped gas, and that's how he felt he was gonna get through the crisis. You know, people gotta make the adjustments, they gonna make the changes. Some of y'all gonna run to electric, I'm not a fan. But, you know, like I said, I'm gonna get on a motorcycle, my bike sips gas, don't matter how much gas costs, it's easy to fill up my bike and go where I need to go.
So Divine, could this be a ploy to get us into electric more? Even though I know electric vehicles, the whole industry uses oil, but to the consumer, it's not a direct cost to the consumer with all that stuff, right? But then I guess their charging would go up, maybe it gets anyway, I'm getting there. So, do you think this is a ploy to put people towards electric?
Why would they want to do that? No, these are all the oil magnets. Why would they want to try to make them all electric?
You're not getting
If anything, that's the reason why they got Elon out of there. Go ahead. Go ahead. What was that?
Sorry, you're not going to get 70 shortages. The United States had a shale oil revolution.
Talked about, they're saying that the U.S. and allied radar sites, in the Middle East were struck at least 10 times.
Dang.
And that is what we use for like early detection missiles. So that's a very critical component of our defense. I don't know if y'all like to play it.
Oh, yeah. Good job. Somebody cash out this one.
Kind of analysis shows Iran is targeting crucial U.S. radar systems in the Middle East. A satellite imagery suggests Iran hit at least 9 missile and drone defense radar sites, potentially damaging sensitive equipment costing hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, those systems are critical to missile defense infrastructure the U.S. and allies use for early warnings about incoming strikes. Let's bring ABC's Peter Haralamis for more on that. Peter, how significant of a blow are these strikes to the U.S. and our allies?
These could be massively significant. It seems like Iran is making a deliberate effort here to target these very expensive and at the same time very vulnerable radar facilities throughout the Middle East. We can tell from both verified video as well as satellite imagery that at least 9 of these facilities have been targeted. The extent of this damage, though, is a bit unknown. CENTCOM doesn't comment on how that might impact operational readiness. And we can see visible damage, so at the end of the day, it's impossible to say the real extent of how severe the damage is.
And you say there's also a lack of satellite imagery coming out of the region. How is that affecting all of this?
Yeah, that's a great point, because at the end of the day, the flow of information coming out of the Middle East has been restricted in a way, in that we used to get more regular satellite imagery showing us how much damage there is. Since then, the main provider that we rely on has imposed basically a 2-week embargo, which makes it really difficult to say with confidence how much damage these facilities have really suffered. We've had to rely on basically much less sophisticated satellite data, which really offers a much less nuanced picture of the region.
All right, Peter Haralamis, thank you.
Thank you.
Neil, what do we got?
Yeah, he's right. And one of the is provided by Russia.
I thought that was Big Daddy's best friend.
Yeah, because that was, I don't know if it was a surprise to planners, but it was a surprise to many that Iran has the ability for that level of precision targeting and the intelligence associated with it.
Did you say Russia?
Yep.
I don't know you, Lon.
Yeah, our good friend Putin that Trump likes to keep a picture of in his front pocket. Remember? Remember him pulling that out at the press conference? Yeah, they're providing intel that is very damaging.
Well, Putin put bounties on the head of military members too. Excuse me, when Trump was president last, didn't he? Didn't they the last time he was president? Stop. No, his friend Hootie does whatever he wants, and he'll get on later and say, well, he didn't really give them that. He kind of like hinted at it, but he didn't really give it to them.
Like, we can't downplay this. We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars in equipment, and it's not just the value monetarily, right? It's not just the monetary value; it's the intel value that they provide. Like having that early warning system is everything. So you can try to get these missiles detonated before they make contact with their targets, right?
Right.
So we need that type of intel to be able to be safe. So the fact that they're targeting and actually being able to hit, like you said, 9 or 10, not 1 or 2.
But if somebody can pop something off before the midterms, we might not be voting because it's not safe in the U.S.
It's 9 of 10 even is everything.
Right, that's what I'm trying to say.
There is a higher than 9 of 10. 9 of 10 is every radar system that the United States and allied system that the United States has in the Middle East. And only the Qatari radar installation costs $1 billion.
But the reason why I'm sounding like I'm sounding is because I'm surprised that Trump is not, like taking this as an embarrassment. But go ahead,
He's
Trump.
going to try to spread the narrative. One second, Trent. I'm going to give it right to you, Trent. I'm not going to be long at all. But Trump is going to try to spread the narrative of the war's almost over, the regime is severely damaged, there's a couple more things, and this is a wrap. While we're taking hundreds of millions of dollars worth of damage to super critical components. You know what I mean? And only MAGA is going to be dumb enough to believe this. But as time keeps going, and we keep seeing that they're still fighting, they're still intact, they're still making vital strikes that are causing us significant damage. Like, I think that's when they're going to start to turn as well. I think that might happen even before the midterms. I think the more that we get news like we just got right now, the more MAGA eyes are going to start to open up.
anybody that's talking against the war is un-American and they hate American soldiers.
That's not true. I have family members.
Why are you even responding to that?
Yeah,
He's such a clown.
I was about to whisper this. I'm gonna take care of my brother.
It's just not worth it.
That's military, not supporting military. I would say that.
My P has nobody to talk to him at home, and so he comes here to try to stir shit up.
I was about to say, I haven't seen him in a while. He must have been banned or put on probation. The first day back, and that's how he got to.
He's a 420 member.
That's a great way to put it, RJ. He's a black MAGA wind-up dog.
I did hear some soldiers say that they would appreciate more support Americans during this troubling times.
I did hear soldiers say that they didn't.
We're giving support. We're giving support by trying to keep them here.
Right.
I told you, he's an up. This guy is an up. I'm gonna tell you, I knew it took. No, I don't know if you remember the guy, this guy named Jason. That's why I asked him, because he sounded like him a little bit. But Jason was in real estate. He and Jason are on the same level. Because he's not going to really argue. He's just going to state what he believes and kind of challenge you in an indirect way.
Oh, passive aggressive. Now, Liberal, let me ask you this. What would be our next steps to rebuilding that type of center? Like, how we can do that in this current environment? That's just a loss we have to take and try to fight without those resources, right? Or do you think they'll try to actually rebuild in the midst of missiles dropping that are obviously making it through, like, making it through? Like, what do you think the next step will be when it comes to this?
Well, we can't do anything right now. The lead time on those things is 5 years.
That's what I was thinking. That's gotta be a long build. Yeah, got you.
No, y'all need to call Concrete. He'll go over there and build it in 30 days.
30 days.
Concrete only built this right.
And the next.
Well, that's why they're moving the thought systems from South Korea, interceptors, and everything else they can get their hands on into the Middle East. And if the United States, I mean, there is no winning this war, but if it's since it's a lose-lose thing, if the United States doesn't come on top of this, Iran is going to be the emergent regional power in the Middle East, and the United States bases and everything else will be basically non-functional. The United States would have proven that they can control the whole region.
Gemini, did you just say that we lost 9 or 10 radar systems in the Middle East?
I didn't say it. I played the clip where they outlined it. Yes, I played the clip about it.
Who outlined this?
ABC.
And so, are we talking about the bad missile radar systems?
But that includes.
Are you drinking a beer?
No, ma'am, I'm not thinking of
Oh, mate, my bad.
So, yeah, I didn't hear the clip.
Yes, Trent.
Do you want me to run a clip back? You want me to run a clip back? I will.
No, you don't need to. I'll look it up myself.
Thought systems, radars, early warning radar systems, the Qatari radar, different radars, but all of them. So some of the early warning interception capabilities.
Yeah.
United States and Netherlands, yes.
Yeah, I did see that.
This is an NBC News analysis of satellite imagery and verified video suggests that at least 10 radar sites have been struck by Iranian drones. Since the start of the war, including apparent damage to radar systems that rely on rare components and cost hundreds of millions of dollars. That's what it says.
Yeah, I saw that report. There's, okay. Russia has been helping target. That is true. I think the bigger report is now breaking out from the Wall Street Journal that Trump
gas sites. He was okay with hitting this gas site to send a message, but doesn't want to hit any more gas sites than was hit. I have to be honest, I don't really understand. I don't know why hit this gas site today, this morning, and then cause the retaliation on, which was going to be natural, on the Saudi and the UAE and Qatari gas sites. I don't understand that one,
Because they don't have a plan. They're both on escalation ladder, right? Trump doesn't have any other choice but to escalate. They have Israel is probably pushing him to escalate because that's in their interest and if they don't care, basically, right? Iran has the asymmetric capability to retaliate. They're happy to do that. And they're staring each other down, right? There is no off-ramp. Iran doesn't feel like the killing of their leaders is enough to deter them. Maybe that will happen, but as of yet, the facts are, right? This is not interpretation. They are retaliating. They are matching tit for tat the escalation of the United States. And Trump, every time he does this, he says, oh, well, this is kind of, we did this, but we're not going to do it anymore. Tomorrow he's going to hit something else because there is no other choice.
Well, yeah, I don't think it's, look, the taking out of this leadership is absolutely having a factor. To sit here and say that the deaths of especially these recent deaths, that they killed the intelligence minister as well. Now,
I'm not saying it's
yeah,
not
it may have an effect on the.
It's more than that, though,
well,
right?
it's not having an effect on the battlefield, that's what I'm saying, on the asymmetric escalation capability. Of course it's degrading the regime. Of course it's degrading their command and control structure. It's not degrading it fast enough to deter them from asymmetric escalation. That's what I'm saying.
I was going to say real quick, Stupid is in the chat saying that there's been about 750 U.S. Soldiers that have died and there's a cover-up. Now, that might sound ridiculous to you, do a little research. They're saying a defense official told the news that we do not discuss potential battle damage assessments, meaning they don't want to discuss the losses that they've taken, right? And it also says high-resolution imagery released prior to March 5th, lower quality images that remain available suggest that Iran and its proxies have been able to inflict damage to bases hosting the U.S. troops across the Middle East. News analysis verified over 25 locations hit across 7 bases in 5 countries, including logistical buildings, hangars, and fuel storage containers. So they're hitting us left and right, but we're not going to be reporting it as, so it's a good possibility that the body count is a lot higher than what's being revealed right now.
Yeah, depending on.
They said occupied. The news source literally said occupied by U.S. troops.
They're not, their bases are empty and they're unsigned.
It literally said occupied by U.S. troops. That's literally, I'm reading. I'm not just freestyling.
I get what it says. The idea that 750 soldiers.
I didn't say 750 soldiers died. That was not my assertion.
Yes, they have bases. Yes, they have
Occupied bases. That's the key.
occupied. Yeah, but we have bunkers in those bases, all right? You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, you say never mind. Yes.
I'm not making this up. Never mind, brother. We're not. Listen,
I'm saying that you're making it up. Yes, they have hit the green zone. Yes, they have hit some radar systems. But the idea that they've done a massive amount of damage to U.S. bases, there was one base that they hit pretty good. I think it was either Iraq or Saudi Arabia. I can't remember. But it's not a massive amount.
Kevin, at any point where United States has to empty its base, evacuate and relegate, that is definitionally pushing back the forces of the United States on the battlefield. Right? Just checking with common definition of wording of what does it mean to push back forces of the United States.
So, I'm sorry, were you done, Neil, a little?
Yeah, go ahead. There's, like, I'm not pro-Iran, but the analysis level of language stream that is happening, it's like, I understand there is need to spin stuff, but the United States forces have been pushed back by Iran due to their asymmetric capabilities.
Neil, let me ask you this. Brother Ben, while you weren't here, we talked about Iran striking some very sensitive locations that have radar systems that are early detection systems for it to hit nine. They hit nine of them. They said there were hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. And that is our infrastructure for early detection of missiles and so on and so forth. Neil, let me ask you this, brother. Do you think that those stations were all unmanned? Now, what I just talked about was not even related to those other locations in the country where they did, where they were definitely manned with troops. But I'm asking for these specifically, do you think they were all unmanned?
No, of course not. We know from reporting, and this is what I was trying to say, we know from reporting that journalists go after the Trump administration, they get the source unofficially to confirm a number, right? The latest number that was confirmed was 200 wounded. A large, some number of them, I don't remember off the top of my head, wounded severely. By the way, this is also credit to Trent on the Germany, I think, story. He said it, and somebody else also said it, that there was an evacuation in Germany. And that was broke by reporters. Then Pentagon confirmed it a few days later that there was indeed evacuation to Germany. So yes, they are not talking about it. Whenever reporters break a story, then they confirm it, right? So it's a pattern. It's already established. The last, and I'm not up to date, the last number I've seen is they admitted 200 wounded.
CEO, were you finished? Something now or later?
Well, Trent left, so I was gonna ask him a question, but he's not.
He can't keep still. How many does he have ants in his pants? That boy is
Like all the time.
he don't keep still for nothing.
I mean, it's not to take away from his point. You may be right that the United States is in escalation of Trump's plan works, right? Like they escalated to they degrade Iranian command and control structures, like the mosaic pattern, all of those stuff. Consider you still can degrade it, right? Like I think they degrade it to such an extent that they are unable to retaliate, but it has not been working. They are matching the United States tit for tat, and the United States is more exposed. They are willing to take this death. And
So complaining in the chat again.
yeah, it's okay if the guy, as much as Larjani is the guy that is responsible for the killing of the protesters, etc., etc. Larjani is also the guy that had the Gulf network of mediation, etc., and the connection to them that could have negotiated an offer. So that guy is gone.
Damn, the man that was trying to keep the peace.
Well, not really. He's a hardliner. He's a hardliner with eat a hardliner week, the guy that is willing to talk.
Maya, I'm just gonna say this. I'm not gonna do this with you today. One of us will go. Respectfully.
I'm picking on you.
Well, I don't know what you instigate. You at the mall?
No. Not no right.
Nobody got saw you at the mall. Oh, Costco.
Good for me. I
Here you come again.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna miss that.
It's ridiculous. They're not talking about troops. They're talking about damage due to sites. So they do not want to.
Well, Trent, okay, I'm I do not think that the government will always be transparent about what losses it took as far as troops go as well. I think they will not disclose certain things because of public backlash, especially prior to midterms. If we say we actually lost, let's say 100 more troops than we initially disclosed, that would be problematic for them. So I don't think they're always going to be transparent with us. You might, I don't.
That's gonna be a problem though, because their families will say,
Exactly.
families will start to say
Exactly.
that they have lost their loved ones and it's been lied about. Back. If you listen to news around the rest of the world and not the US, then you might get a clearer picture, but I don't know. I think this administration would keep it under wraps and would not tell us, but their families will know.
Are some cases, hold on, Sia, there are some cases in which special forces, and Patty's going to talk about it, special forces and those types of things will get held back. But because we have such a free society, it is very difficult, especially to the idea of 750 soldiers dead.
I did not say that. I never said 750.
But any amount of soldiers dead. Now, we have had 200 injured, and the injuries is not known. We have had bases hit, and the full extent of that destruction is not known, though some of that is available. But the idea that we're hiding a bunch of casualties is to me is ridiculous.
So when they hit these places, do you think people are inside of them?
When they hit the base where the first 3 soldiers died, there were people inside. That was a base that had a not very good protection system wall for that trailer, that drone, I think it was a drone that it hit. So like we do know these things. I'm not going to sit here and say Gemini is completely crazy that some things wouldn't be held back, but the idea that hundreds of deaths are unknown is to me would be.
I'm gonna read this. Well, I'm gonna read these few sentences. This is high resolution imagery released prior to March 5th and lower quality images that remain available suggest that Iran and its proxies have been able to inflict damage to bases hosting U.S. troops across the Middle East.
Let's do something, Gemini. What's the day?
I don't know, bro.
What's the day? What's the date?
The 18th, bro.
Yeah, it's the 18th. Prior to March 5th. March 5th is when the mass amount of drones and swarms happened between February 28th up until March 5th. And yes, there were impacts in. But since March 5th, the drones ability and the ballistic missile capability especially has been much less than it was previously. So the idea that there's a mass amount of death between March 5th and today is ridiculous. Go ahead, CEO.
Yeah, so Trent, I'm just gonna ask you if you have yet come to the realization that the administration doesn't have a long-term strategy for Iran?
I think the administration strategy was good.
No. I said, have you come to the realization they do not have a long-term strategy?
I think they killed it, to be honest.
You think what?
I think they killed too many people.
Trent.
I think they killed too many people. Do they have a good strategy right now? No.
If I was in the car, right? If I was in the car and it was in an accident and my friend died and I hurt my leg, how many casualties are there? Right. So why do you keep saying that?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You keep talking about how many are dead. If they hit a base, that don't mean that everybody died, but it doesn't mean that they're dead. That's a ton of casualties.
The stupid put in the chat 750 dead. We know that there's 200
I'm not stupid. I'm talking about literally and figuratively. I'm talking about what I'm talking about.
And before you start about X, Y, and Z. People just don't be listening.
No, ma'am, I heard what he said, but I understand it in context. I know the general said that we don't disclose the damage. He's talking about the physical damage to basics. But we do know, and I think it came from CENTCOM, that they're
talking about casualties also. I don't think they're always going to be transparent with the casualties.
How many casualties have there been? Hold on, Tia. Gemini, how many casualties have there been to this point?
I don't know.
Right, that's the thing. Nobody knows. That's all the point is, regardless of the number, if you think that it's 50, and then he says, well, I think it's 75. The bottom line is we think that whatever's being told, that the number could be greater. That's it. That's all. We can move forward. That's it. That's it.
The number that has been reported is 200.
I know that, but I don't believe it.
Well, then I just asked you how many is it been to. You said
I don't believe it, so I don't know the number.
Oh, okay.
Not everybody likes to do.
You mean 200 wounded, Trent, not 200 dead.
Yeah.
Casualties by his definition, as in wounded, there have been 200 casualties, 200 people that are wounded.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting confused
And you
now.
keep repeating the 200
Are we saying
as if
wounded and
it is a
casualties
fact.
is the same? Is wounded and casualties the same thing?
Yeah, wounded is a...
Yeah.
You could be wounded or dead to be a casualty, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yes, that's a common.
That's the reason, see, he was using the definition when he got injured in an accident and his friend got killed with his weight leg was showing how many casualties were. Technically, by the technical term, it's 200 casualties.
And we didn't hear about the 200 until some time after the first 6 or 7 were reported dead. Didn't we have a
Correct.
a lag time, a do not tell?
Correct.
Yeah.
And that lag time includes reporters dragging it out of them before CENTCOM admits it. That was my point.
And that just gives skepticism. That's it. That's all. It's not to say, oh, it could be 201, and they're just trying to say who won. We don't know. But the number is not significant more so than the fact that people are saying they think that the number could be higher. That's it. Can we move forward?
Yeah, we can move forward. It is a significant number. How many IRGC are dead? Does anybody know that number?
Oh my God.
I mean, overall casualties in Iran, civilian, non-civilian, is under 2,000.
How many did you say?
Under 2,000.
Under 2,000 IRGC?
No,
Andreas said 2,700.
civilians. Okay, maybe. Okay, 300 is what I was saying.
But the number doesn't matter. Why are we? This is not like a game, like the PlayStation game. You get points for guessing how many casualties and stuff. Is that
Sure.
is that how you determine that you won? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That is how they do it. Go ahead.
Like who is
That's
Wait a minute.
That's so fucking wrong.
That's not like who's the
I'm gonna answer April. It's the people who play Call of Duty that determine.
I fucking guess.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, in the history of warfare, typically they count the amount of people who are dead and injured.
What?
Let's go through the, can you please go through the, let's go through the, please through the casualties of Vietnam and Iraq and
I was having a beautiful
wars of the
day.
United States.
Every war since 1967, is that what you want to do? I don't think anybody wants to hear that, because we know
Well,
what
you
it is.
want to hear that first claim you made. That is crazy. Just take it back.
The unfortunate thing about war is it is about killing people. I think it is terrible. the report from the IDF is that there's 10,000 IGRC that have been wounded or killed.
IDRC? Who's IDRC?
IRGC.
Okay. And? So you
Hey,
can get
why do
higher
you keep
on
using
one side
these
and low.
abbreviations, bro? Like, just say
And if you get one number higher on one side, that's how you determine who wins.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's like you said my battleship deal.
I don't know if Israel's report's right. I can't say based on the I think there's been a hell of a lot of civilian casualties in Iran, unfortunately. But I can say based upon the amount of their leadership, which is now dead, which is about 300 to 500, depending on how you classify it. I think that, I mean, it's very significant to me.
Don't be saying it's not significant.
But let's just make it simple. Trent, so you would agree there are a lot more Vietnamese that died in the Vietnamese War than Americans?
I'm not talking about the Vietnam. There's no point in drink. Why are we going to say
that's a measure for war is how many deaths there are.
Typically, not one. And Germany won World War II.
He did. He said yeah. And then he moved the goalpost to the World War II. They did win. What do you mean? You don't know who won World War II?
I just by the number of dead.
By the number of dead. Germany won. That's what? Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't move any goalposts. I said typically, casualty counts and wounded counts are how you look at death. You want to take you look at when you want to take the Iraq War, for instance. I think we lost 5,000.
He just restated it. He clearly said that's why CEO repeated it. You started by saying it's by death.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to be combative. It's just,
Yeah. They don't understand, like, for example, who won the Cold? Exactly. They don't understand.
Be careful. You're trying to get the.
so something like 2 million Vietnamese died versus, I don't know, 60,000 American troops.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think by that measure we won the Vietnam War?
No, we didn't win. We lost the Vietnam War. Well, we also could not account, unfortunately, how many Vietnamese soldiers fighting on our side died. And I think that's in the hundreds of thousands, but I can't quite recall. But
would you agree it's not the best measure? It could be like a measure, but would you agree it's not the best measure?
Right. Would I agree with that? What's not the best measure?
That the amount of deaths may be a measure, but it's not the best measure.
We already established, Trent doesn't do well with KPI questions, so this come up.
Yeah, Trent doesn't know anything about KPIs as he.
You did that earlier, when we were talking about negotiation.
You don't know about KPIs. Why would you ask him? I don't know. I don't know how you.
That was good, actually. I like that. That was a good comeback.
I don't know about that. I don't know. How do you figure
You
out?
failed it when I asked you earlier. With that question, I said, what are the KPIs?
Yeah, ma'am, I just didn't really answer your question. But anyway,
And so
then let me ask the room. Let me not talk anymore. Let me not talk anymore. Go ahead. Let me ask the room. How do you measure? How would you people define who is
What do you mean, you people?
You in this room? How would you in this room define? How would you in this room define whether or not the United States and Israel are winning this war against Iran? How do you define it?
well, I'll just say, what are the goals? First of all, what the fuck? I'll just say, for someone who plays Call of Duty occasionally, Trump is correct. The game measures the winner by kills. Whoever has the most kills does win. So I can understand how that could be a typical.
Okay, I can answer that for you. Measure would be after the war, whether the strategic environment for the United States is more relaxed or it is more relaxed for Iran. If the United States is going to be, comparatively to before the war, be able to project power in the Middle East easier as opposed to harder, then it would be a better strategic environment for the United States and it would have won the war. If it is easier for Iran comparatively to before the war, then Iran would win. Irrespective of the cause. Then we can go to the
I think though he's asking you how would you measure it right now? You gave like a future.
Sure, the same measurement. I think it is much harder for the United States to project power.
Oh, gotcha. That's fair.
But again, it's changing, so I'm not sure about it.
How are they saying it's being won on X? How are they saying it's being won on X by the U.S.?
Sorry, you were saying, did you have an objection about the
war in Iran or massive.
well, straight up.
I'm not trying to be cheap about it, just what y'all think.
I just answered it. Did you hear my answer?
I didn't even understand your answer.
Is the
You did not understand
for the United States better or worse?
Can I give a one-liner for you? Yeah. Okay. So he just simply said that if the U.S. is in a better strategic position in the region, they won. If they're not, they lost.
Basically, they're able to replace the regime.
Sorry, say it again.
Basically, if they're able to replace the current regime, then they won.
Not necessarily. Or we take the regime enough and create a Libya situation that the regime is fighting too many things and can't concentrate on the region. That is also an option, right? Or yes, regime change is also an option. But currently, the regime is, again, I agree with you, it's getting degraded by the airstrikes and the assassinations of their leaders, etc. But currently, it holds the whole region hostage. That is, before the Iran war, that is much stronger position than Iran was in before the war.
You think Iran is in a stronger position today than they were before?
Obviously, any strategic is going to tell you this, yes.
So wait, so the entire leadership being killed,
Yes.
we don't even know if Poland's alive, but you think they're in a stronger position?
Regionally, yes. Now again, you might be able to, once you degrade their cohesion, etc., that whole stuff might collapse. But today, as it stands, you might be right tomorrow, Frank. I'm not discounting it, but today, as it stands, they are subjugating the whole region, and the United States is unable and waffling on calls for allies and unable to open the Strait of Hormuz. A bigger power has defeated, as it stands right now, the United States and the Middle East. Again, that might change tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, by the definition you're giving, I would say both countries are losing. By the definition you're giving.
Not really. Iran, I understand what you're saying, and we can debate it, right? But yes, loss is the probable outcome of this if Iranians are able to recover. But if Iranians are able to recover with the help of Russia and China, you have a new regional hegemon.
But their neighbors hate them even more now, though.
That doesn't matter. They are able to impose their will on their neighbors. They're not going to be a regional hegemon because their neighbors like them. By the virtue of their asymmetric capabilities and demonstrated willingness to use it, and if, again, this is all with a very big if, right? If they're able to withstand this, withstand the assassination, the airstrike, etc., and able to impose costs on the United States that are prolonged and harmful, right, to the United States and breaks the political will of the United States to engage further into the war with the ground troops invasion. And if their regime cohesion stays degraded but intact, they're going to recover and they're going to be a regional hegemon. And the Saudi Arabia, UAE, and younger Gulf states would have strategically lost. And the United States bases in the Middle East will have very little strategic significance.
Let me break this down. Look, in Rocky, right? If you get beat up, can you keep getting back up? If he beats you down, you fall down to the pavement, can you keep getting back up and stay in the fight? That is a very simplistic analogy about this. If they can keep getting back up, they'll maintain that whatever hegemonic shit.
What's going on?
Let me just make it real for you. That's what he's saying, right?
All right,
Keep getting back up.
It's not a harmful analogy, actually.
Optimal military strategy. It doesn't apply, but thank you.
Why?
Why does it apply?
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, you weren't talking about the ability to keep getting back up. You were just talking about if they're able to withstand and then get support from more powerful nations, then they will be able to continue to, they'll be able to run the region. That's different than rock.
But withstand is the idea of getting back up. That's what withstand is.
I know what withstand is. I'm not saying that, but that's the.
Yeah, I know, but I think that kind of just doesn't match here.
The analogy is that you can't simplify nuanced things to a granular kind of what did he say? Simple.
Of course you can.
No, you can't.
Of course you can.
No comment on the analogy if it's useful to somebody. If it's not, that's fine.
Exactly.
That's fine. Yeah. And the other thing is the regional allies are important but not as important. Yeah. Iran is pulling, this is the same strategy that Pakistan has used. This is the strategy of asymmetric warfare. Everybody uses. They pull you down to their level. Iran is happy, right, of the regime. Again, when I'm talking about Iran, I'm talking about the regime. The regime is happy to be under sanctions. They are very creative. They produce drones for $20,000. They don't need a lot of support from their allies. They don't, the whole point of them doing this is they pull down the whole region to their level of capacities where they don't care about Dubai level of investment and real estate pricing. Dubai cares about it, right?
Yeah, how much do they sell the drones for?
Well, the cost of them is $20,000.
You're saying that's what it costs them. How much are they selling them for? I'm just curious. Do you know?
The American equivalent?
No, Iran. No. If you're saying it costs Iran $20,000 to make a drone, what do they sell it to Russia for? I'm just curious.
Oh, they don't sell the drones to Russia. They relocated and built a facility in Russia for Russians to produce the drones. I don't know what that deal cost them, but they don't produce it in Iran and then ship it to Russia. Maybe they do some small amount, but definitely not now. But Russia, they sold the IP. It actually leaked online. You can find the videos and the paperwork and the guidelines on how to build the drone. The United States actually copied that drone.
Copied it and we're using it right now. We're using
Yes.
replicas.
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Copied it cost is something
Neoliberal.
$1,000.
Neoliberal, check the chat, that just broke.
I mean, it definitely happened. That doesn't surprise me.
CEO, have you seen the drive-bys that they're doing?
No.
On the, go look, I'll hit you on that. Go look at the drive. Love it.
Go look at them drive-bys. Wait.
First thing,
Okay, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
It's okay.
I just wanna ask if, what system they're using, in their treasure hunt to extract their uranium in Iran. Have they talked about that?
I don't think there's a plan for that, at least according to.
Are they doing when we go to like Coney Island or amusement parks, you can put like a quarter or a dollar in, and they have this mechanical claw, and you move the claw around so that it maybe grabs the stuffed animal in that pit. And I'm wondering if that's the system used to extract the uranium.
So I got a question to ask. Neoliberal, is it any way possible, just saying, that let's say that BB gone, Iran is fallen, can Trump become the president over there and take over?
I mean, if all the diaspora suddenly moves to Iran, maybe they can vote him and give him the videos.
Yeah, what if the people that's been in here, they want Trump?
He cannot become president. He can become prime minister, but he can't become president. There's something.
First lady, are you trying to trade heft? What would you want in return?
No. I'm not trying to trade. I'm just saying, like, because the people over there, and I don't know, you guys have heard it. I know I've heard it. They coming in here. They say they want their freedom. You know, it sounds like they want to be in America, but have America over in Iran. So I'm just saying, I mean, I don't know. I might want Trump to come over there and get things together and make it America over there. Make America great. In Iran. No? You know, put up golf courses, beaches. You know, they say they want to drink their beer. They want the naked women. I'm just telling you what the people said they want. So, yeah, make Iran great again.
First lady, please.
Iran is not on.
He said they don't want only this.
Yes, they do. Yes, I promise, they do. That's what they said.
They do a different type of thing over there.
What kind of thing? Never.
I don't know if you want to know for real.
They do. They want that ping pong thing. Mm-hmm. Without wanting to go to jail. Because don't you like get in trouble if you do those kind of things over there?
And that's why I'm excited. And I just want to say to Mel and Jeff, do I sound like I'm excited? Absolutely. I'm excited.
What are you excited about?
I am excited about every day watching one of these clown commanders or people that hung women for not wearing a headscarf, that shot protesting kids in the street, that slung kids up from cranes. We saw the sanitized version, but I seen the real shit of what they did to these people. So yes,
Where did you see this?
I'm telling you every time.
It's there.
I'm excited.
You saw it on Telegram.
Yes. So I'm excited to see these people who have done horrific things over not just recently, but over a long period of time.
You about to blow your cover, be careful.
I ain't blowing no cover. I'm actually like some of these other people, not afraid to hide.
Not afraid to hide.
Yeah, I don't have to hide.
What if we found out Trump actually...
I don't have to hide like some people. You know, I don't have to be at the Starbucks on the Wi-Fi trying to hide. I'm trying to tell you, Mel. Yes, I am very excited to see this terrible regime and the ridiculous fucking things that they've done. I'm excited to see them fall.
All right.
I love it.
Wait, so who's next? So who should we do next? By that logic, who should we do next? Well, we got the map. Let's roll the map out.
You got you. Hey, you got you for that. Then you got
Why y'all couldn't pass the vote? What are you trying to say?
because
It's hiding at the Starbucks. Who's hiding at Starbucks?
Concrete's at the Starbucks.
Concrete.
I'm at the Golden Corral.
that.
Who else I get bagels?
I don't know, they're shitty bagels, so that I can tell you.
He said, I'll get you a bagel, brother.
And tree tap dances all night long.
Watermelon hanging out of my mouth. Absolutely.
Tapping, tapping.
He did send me a picture with him eating watermelon.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. Yeah.
Why do a trend embodies traditional neocon ideology closer than anybody that I have read, including the neocon philosopher?
Well, there's a term, you can't say it, but there's a term.
Wait, but neoliberal, have you seen as much of a neocon who also wants a massive reduction of military spending?
And believe that Trump.
Damn, I forgot about that. He definitely do be wanting that military cut spending. He been talking about that for years. Even before, during the elections, oh my God, during the campaign, that's all he kept saying. Y'all keep spending all this money on the cut defense, and then we just need to
He wanted a reduction of military spending.
Right.
Believed and tried to convince us that Trump is going to reduce military spending.
Yeah, right. That's a fact.
That's the dichotomy of Trump.
Why I voted for him.
But then he said it's the Dems' fault that we went to war because we didn't cut the spending and it was available for them to use. So it's all back to the Dems.
Y'all need to stop talking about Trump.
I just want to thank Trent since 1979.
Y'all better take care. Because last time somebody pulled up on y'all with German. And we had all y'all for sale. Last time y'all came for
What was that?
somebody came in a journal. And came for all y'all.
Was it a ledger?
Not a legend.
A ledger inside a journal?
He about to call him right now.
Tomorrow he's going to be calling me out for saying that Iran is going to be a regional hegemon without any qualifiers, without any massive if, you know.
It's like 5 minutes ago, he was unsure of the term casualty, but he has global expertise in this area. Yeah.
I struggle with the terms casualty and capital expenditure. I'm just learning. Oh, and KPIs. I'm just learning. I want to thank all of you.
I like the sarcastic Trent. This is good. I like it. He's doubling down on it. No, he's doubling down on it. The last 20 minutes, he's doubled down on it.
Hey, Trey, I got a question. Are you one of those guys that like pay women to come beat on you and shit? Like, are you one of them type of people? Like, you know, you like to get whooped on and all that shit too?
My chicks, I don't, you know what, LA, no, but I actually know a dude who did that shit, and there are some things that, like, it seems crazy to me, but I know a dude that did it, and yeah, that's a lot.
When you say you know what when you say you know what you automatically think that you're the dude. Like,
That was he was smiling the whole time.
He was laughing because he probably remembered the story what the dude told him. That's why. You should go ahead and tell us. Tell us what he said. We don't know who he is. We don't know who he is. There's no doubt. No, I was hearing the story. I wouldn't hear the story. Tell us the story, Trey. Go ahead.
Okay, when you know who chimes in, don't say nothing. Don't say I didn't warn you. But go ahead.
It was a dude who has lots of money, not like millions of dollars, but he's never been married, always reserved to himself, and he just tells me the story of how he hired all multiple women to come and.
You don't even sound confident when you speak on it. That was you.
Well, you told me the story. I don't think I'm very rarely told it, but you asked about it. This made me laugh because I'm like, it was just like, because he's in charge in his work life. You know what I mean?
He was whipping him, punching him in the face. What was the boy doing?
He hired 3 of them. One kicked him in the stomach. One kicked him in his gonads, while one stood on his head. And he said it was one of the best experiences of his life. That's what he told me.
Yeah, so where were you sitting when all this was happening?
I was pouring the scotch.
What's going on?
You were touring a Scotch state, like you sitting on the chair while all of that happening, watching a couple of things.
First lady, this was worth it, first lady, so take your time.
There, and no, it wasn't worth it. But of course, I'm like, this disembodied, somebody told me about this, nobody was there. Enjoying
He was getting beat. What the fuck? He wasn't watching.
No, he was getting big, he wouldn't get on Clubhouse to get big here.
Some people just like to be degraded. That's why I think he does.
I better be that person. How tall are you, brother?
Uh-oh, you about to take you to look at ass.
Oh. He don't want to go to the bench. I can't fight.
Nah, you sound like you got a little place for boys, but I've been 325. But I bet, like, what I was gonna say, I bet we met.
Wait a minute, you did what now?
I've been
225, right?
So you heard tell us that.
Not 325, I thought it was 225.
No, 325. 325.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Somebody called you a liar in the chat.
I said, anyway.
Wait, was it 3 or 225? Which one?
He said 3.
Oh, wow.
He does not.
6 foot.
And how long ago was this that you mentioned 325?
Put a link to your Facebook page in the chat.
How much you weigh, Trey?
205. 6 foot 205.
You're not even in my weight class, sir. I'm sorry.
What you talking about?
That's a little light, eh?
Go ahead. Put your socks on.
It's not the dog.
No, the play does sound like a big dude. But all I was gonna say is, in person, you probably should.
I mean, that's a little light though, to be lifting 325.
I said, John!
the car. Oh God. Oh. That shit.
You're gonna be momentary.
Brother, do you have a birthday or what?
Oh, he's laughing, made me laugh. I don't even know what he was laughing at.
Oh shit. Oh, Trent.
What was you laughing at exactly, brother? Can we check your blood pressure, brother, before you go?
Oh God. No, it's horrible. Remember, I'm morbidly obese, so it's always like that. I was laughing at Trent.
What he said, that was so funny. Like that.
You know, it's the way he delivered it. I can't deliver it like Trent. But you know, he's like, I bet if we met in person, wouldn't be talking shit. You know, it's just like shit on this app. Oh, God. And then somebody told me out, oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Oh, that was funny. Hold on, I got something. Oh, God, okay, I'm sorry. I'm good. God bless.
Thanks for the laugh, bro. That was good. Shit.
Better be careful before Trent comes to beat your ass.
And I Trent, how tall are you for real? I can see your Instagram. Like, you ain't.
Not you double down. Trying to double down. I'm sitting
I like that shit. That's
Like his pictures, if you like them.
Hey, if you gonna look at my pictures, you better like my pictures.
She looks like you're single. Let me.
Did you just say I look like I'm single? You gotta stop, bro.
Oh, I gotta think that's an authentic laugh.
You ain't even mad at the dude talking shit to you. You mad at the dude laughing like I'm ready to fix that.
Brooklyn, did you just say you were drooling over Trent?
I was laughing so hard I was drooling, and I knew you were laughing. Listen, old lady, you got one more time with your old lady ass.
I'm gonna take 20 times. I'm gonna take 20 times.
All right, and we gonna fight.
That's fine.
Next time you come to a lady,
Brooklyn, you need to watch this Trent man.
I ain't trying to fuck with Trent like that.
don't know what the fuck I do. I'm just assuming his last name is Maria. That was wrong. Why would I do that? That was fucked up.
Alright, what's next? Y'all too much.
Wait a minute. Is her name Crystal or Melissa? Which one?
Oh,
Is
his
it
wife? I always thought it was Maria.
No, it is not.
That's my mama. It might be Crystal.
It's Crystal.
Are you talking about my wife?
Yeah.
Oh, Diva's wife.
No, I just said what's her name?
Oh, that sounds like a stripper name for some reason.
Oh,
Not this. Not
I
this.
didn't know for her to be a Crystal. I didn't. I just didn't see it as Crystal. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to everybody. I didn't mean anything by it. His wife is a nice lady.
she's
Another number 9.
See? And another life. Nothing, no, he's funny.
Do you have any breaking news or updates, recaps?
Oh no, I think the way brother lives, he might be single too.
If you leave it up to man Fanny here.
Well, yeah, it depends on who you talk to. It depends on who you talk to. Single, gay, lives, face children, a wife that's a man. You gay? I might be in at Golden Corral right now. What else? I have.
But you just said you was driving.
Divine, do you have anything?
Well, we do know it.
Are you driving with no arms?
I'm pulling it out. Same way.
It's mine.
Oh, you got
He
you
does it
got
with
on
his
top of
mouth.
this car?
He does it with his mouth.
Oh, first lady, please.
I'm saying you got a steering wheel with the little
I got
rumble.
enough rumors on me, please. I got one, please.
I'm just driving with your mouth.
Listen, Stevie Wonder can drive with no eyes. I can drive with no hands.
Amen. Tell him.
What we do know is you driving in the Subaru, that's for sure.
Oh, no, I'm not driving the Subaru. My wife was a man, and who doesn't really exist is driving the Subaru.
Hey, have you ever seen Chief of War? War Chief, the Chief of War. Chief of War. It's on Apple TV. It's with that
Yeah, I've seen that. It's good. It's about Hawaii.
yeah, Hawaii, yup, that's exactly what it's about. Yup.
Oh, is that with the boy?
Yup.
Yeah, the Rock. Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I heard. Is it good?
It's not the rock.
It's excellent. I mean, for me,
It's about
Oh, Jason. Okay, yeah. That's what I got. That's what I meant. Sorry.
it's excellent.
It's really good.
It's not in English though.
Oh, that's up.
Some of it is in English. It's in both English and Hawaiian. I don't
What,
know.
the English was speaking? They speak English?
Well, some of them that was bad.
Are you ready for me?
I'm ready for you. Go ahead, Divine.
What's going on?
She wants to
I'm gonna keep you in prayer. Matter of fact, before we continue on, don't let me have to take you to the water, baptize you again. Go ahead,
So I'm gonna go in reverse. We'll start with some light news first. Of course, March Madness. Selection Sunday had set the brackets with Duke taking the #1 overall seed in the men's tournament and UConn leading the women. So shout out to March Madness. We all love college. Well, most of us love college basketball.
March.
Sorry. Yeah, okay. March Madness. All right. We
Shout out to that. Appreciate you. Anybody got news while I'm reading news? Chime in. It's all good. So we have extreme heat. More than half of the U.S. is facing extreme weather, including triple-digit heat in the west and severe blizzards in the Midwest. We have a public health alert. Health officials in the UK have issued an urgent alert due to a significant rise in meningitis cases. That's in the UK. Wow. A Utah jury found Corey Richard guilty of murdering her husband with a fentanyl-laced drink to collect the life insurance. Damn. Cesar Chavez allegations, civil rights icon Cesar Chavez has been accused of sexual abuse and rape in a new investigation. Longtime partner Dolores Huerta is among those who have come forward. Damn.
Wait, is that the older one or the younger one?
No, I believe that's the older one. Yeah, the only one is Chavez. Intelligence discrepancy. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard faced scrutiny after stating Iran was not rebuilding its nuclear enrichment prior to the war, appearing to contradict White House claims. DHS confirmation. The Senate confirmation hearing for Mark Wayne Mullen to lead the Department of Homeland Security began with tense exchanges over his temperament and past comments. We gotta talk about him. Shipping law waiver. President Trump issued a temporary 60-day waiver of the Jones Act. This is a century-old law restricting shipping between U.S. ports in an attempt to lower soaring energy prices. Federal Reserve. The Fed held interest rates steady, citing extreme uncertainty and oil price shock caused by the Middle East conflict. I notice how some call it a conflict, some call it a war. Of course, we have the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. It's still in effect by Iran, bringing global trade in the Gulf to a near standstill and causing oil prices to surge towards $110 a barrel. I didn't even want to read that. Retaliatory strikes. Iran has retaliated with missiles and cluster bomb attacks on Tel Aviv, as well as strikes on energy infrastructure in Qatar and Saudi Arabia, because Iran confirmed that its intelligence minister Ismail Khatib and top security official Ali Larijani were killed in recent airstrikes. And of course, we know about war. Again, some call it war, some call it a conflict. Call it what you want. It's some bullshit. That's all I got for now. I got plenty to talk about. Let me know if you want me to do a deeper dive into any one of those stories.
We forgot one thing.
No, wait a minute. You don't tell him he forgot anything, damn it.
Well, I just want to say,
We so appreciate you.
No, I didn't. But you forgot one. You forgot one thing. You forgot alien.gov. You can't leave us out. We coming.
Divine.
Okay, question. About the Strait of Hormuz, do you think that
Bonus. Hush.
oh my gosh.
I just want to go back to the weather real quick, because, it's crazy to me that some people really think that the government has a way to control the weather, instead of them being able to understand what we're doing to our atmosphere, to our ozone, and instead of continuing doing the research on global warming and trying to, reduce that situation. They want to say as the government. So is Trump, is he the one that's controlling the weather? We got, what did you say? It's supposed to be cold over in the west and triple digits over.
Opposite, vice versa. Triple digit heat in the west and record snowfalls as you head east.
Yeah. All right, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for allowing me to share, but thank you for the update.
No problem, anytime further. And shout out to Trent. The U.S. government has registered alien.com as a website. Who gives a shit? Okay, question. Is the Strait of Hormuz likely to turn into like a, what's that thing in Cuba, like the Bay of Pigs? Guantanamo Bay type situation where we take it over just so that we can control the straits? Is that a possibility, you think?
No.
I'll let the neoliberals or the bands answer that.
No, because we have to defeat Iran for that to happen so decisively that we can do that. So no, I don't see that happening.
Do you think it would make sense for them to try to do that though? To try to make it like
From which perspective?
Well, if they want to control them. The question is, do you think that the government has an interest to turn the Strait of Hormuz area into something like Guantanamo Bay, where we kind of carved out a little bit of Cuba and owned it, right? Just so that we can kind of have a little bit of control.
Yes, we do have that.
Like, yes. Okay, so that's why, yeah, I think that they would want to decimate them and then say, okay, you guys can do whatever, build yourself back up the right way, or else we're going to come back there. Meanwhile, we're going to take over this space and make sure that we don't have any more global issues. Now, with that, that puts the U.S. in a very powerful state to kind of like control a whole lot more. But that would require boots on the ground and then actually building up like a serious base. But that would ensure the rest of the world that we got this on lock, and that would, that's great for insurance. That's just great for business. That's great for all the relationships that they have, because they know that we have invested, created a military base in that space to make sure there are no more problems moving forward. Is it worth the amount of bodies that would be generated by this conflict? I don't know, but with this maniacal motherfucker in charge, I think he's willing to make that bet. That's just my comments. I'm done.
Let's estimate how much troops is it going to be required to occupy Iran and ensure a level of security that would disable any asymmetric capabilities of striking either in the Gulf or the surrounding energy infrastructure of other countries, when the cost of a drone is 20,000. Let's say the regime is out of power, let's say occupation forces are on the ground, and let's say 15% or 10% of an increasingly more and more percent of the population is in resistance to the occupation.
Well, I thought that they were happy that we actually came through and are trying to
rob us. Don't let Neo be a party mover. Keep driving.
Okay.
I mean, people can keep their delusions.
In fact, you got it. There was somebody, I can't remember who it was that was talking about internationalizing the strait. Now, granted, I'm with CEO and Liberal. You'd have to defeat the regime for that to happen. But do I think it's without the realm of possibility or something that they're considering? Absolutely. With this, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's focus.
I think just one second. So Trent, let's just be honest about it. If Trump thought you take out your 48 top leaders, and then the whole thing was just going to cave apart, chalk it all, and it was just going to be easy and all this and that, right? Even though they told him there was a 90% chance that that wouldn't occur. So he overestimated what would occur, and now he's stuck, doesn't know what to do. That's the reality of the situation.
But the reality of the situation has been 2 fucking weeks. And they have completely, it's 400 regime members. And there are people inside of it defecting. So to say that Iran is going to hold out until May, now, I may lose my money on April, but to say that Iran would hold out to May or June, I think it would be highly unlikely, especially if they can get oil stabilized.
It's just completely fucking delusion, right? To think that this thing's gonna turn around in a couple of months, and by June everything's gonna be hunky-dory. Are you kidding me? Like, destruction has happened. Our U.S. assets have been bombed, life has been lost, political affiliations have shifted around. Our superpowers are now assessing the threat of an aggressive American agenda. This shit ain't gonna be fixed overnight. That's pure delusion. Pure delusion.
Getting vague. Robbers was asking something completely else, not the regime collapse.
it's a very small region. Again, I just don't see some miracle cooperation by the international community with regard to what's happening and how that's to be ruled over there. It's just like that takes years to negotiate. It's going to be continued conflict, continued beef. It is a mess for many years to come.
Forget the international law, whatever aspects, just sheer size of U.S. military.
It is worth it.
Required to occupy. Hey, sure, it's worth it. I'm not asking. Oh God, people are stocking normative questions. Sure, let's say it's a good thing. Let's say it's worth it. Can you do it physically? Do we have enough forces to occupy a country? The answer is no.
No, absolutely not. I agree with that assessment. And again, just because we have a law in the military, it does not mean that it's going to result in calm. Doesn't mean it's going to result in peace. I mean, based on what we've seen so far, these guys are ego-driven maniacs. They think the bomb, destroy, bomb. Flex your muscles and military might. They really think that that is the answer, and it is not.
Okay, we have breaking out of country.
Go ahead, Ramos.
We've had practice in breaking up countries. North Korea, South Korea, North Vietnam, South Vietnam, East Germany, West Germany. What makes you think that we wouldn't try to do that to Iran in order to secure our interests?
Okay, let me rephrase it. If you do the draft, and if there is a political will in the United States for all of that, and industrial capacity to match it, right? Maybe. Currently, you can.
Why do you say you would need a draft?
Hold on, wait. I really admire the positive outlook, and I really do, guys. But I believe what I see. I believe what has been shown, and I don't see our government in particular, this neo-MAGA, whatever we have morphed into now. Pardon me, I have a mask on, y'all. I just don't see this administration doing it. I just don't. It could happen, but it won't.
Robert, so you're saying that Creed is going to bribe Rocky's throat? I don't see it. Rocky don't take no more to stop getting like. You think Creed's going to bribe Rocky?
Well, no. What he's saying, what they're saying, you don't need a draft in order to do this. If the regime has to fall in order to make this happen. Is there a coalition that comes in and international